Right, so let's set up our all of our properties for the solver itself. Okay, so first things first, we need lots of constraint iterations. That's to allow the the soft constraints to be strong, basically. Okay, let's see. We want. I don't think we need to do anything here. Collisions. We want to create deforming static objects. Okay, so that we get the animation of this box. We want a ground plane. Just at 0 is fine. Now with constraints, if we jump in here, I've opened up these tabs so that in the glue and soft constraints, I think we don't need to do anything with them. We'll leave them at default, but the not the hard constraints, sorry, the cone twist constraints. Okay, we need to actually turn them on. The max up rotation, I've actually got that set to 0, so there's no up rotation, so we probably don't need, where is it? This. Okay, I've turned off, oh sorry, this one. I've turned that off basically, so that's going to be multiplied by 0, but yeah, it must have been a decision I made later. And then set this to 1. So we've got out rotation, just set to 1. Max twist set to 1, so that will multiply by 180 to give us the full twist. And then the rest of this can be left as it is. Let's see what else we want. I think that's it in here. And then the breaking thresholds. What I'm going to do here, we're not actually going to be breaking the constraints, but I'm going to do something else to them. I'm going to use this door to not store as well. So these are the metal constraints basically. Turn off this distance threshold. I don't want to break them. I'm going to use a vex expression. Okay, and let's say if my frame number is more than, we'll do 78. Do something, and that something is to change the constraint name. Constraint name, I can see I've just put a Y there. Change the constraint name to glue. Okay, so we're basically converting it at a certain frame from a soft constraint to a glue constraint. And we're going to change the strength. If that strength will be -1. So they are infinitely strong constraints like some of the others, right? So these are the soft constraints, right? So basically I'm selecting a frame here. From the beginning they're going to break on frames 77 and 78 and flex a little bit. You know, this is all happening in a couple of frames, and then as soon as when the frame is more than 78, so on frame 79, they will all convert back into glue constraints if they are soft constraints, and the strength will be -1, so they'll just fix in place and won't be able to be broken again. Okay, so that should be fine for that. That's why, you know, it's for this reason we don't need the plasticity, because we're just fixing them in place. With this kind of impact where it's just one quick bang, you know, it can be more stable to do it this way, because plasticity can be quite difficult to kind of dial into what you want. And then let's just give it some sub steps. I'm gonna push it to 5, and I think that's everything, if I'm not forgetting. Don't need to visualize anything for the moment. Okay, and maybe I'm just going to jump into my camera here and visualize. Let's just go to frame 77 and just run a flipbook. I'll go from, well, I'll change the start to frame 77. I'll just do a couple of frames. Let's just do 10 frames, 87, okay? Okay, so the flipbook is done. Now, instantly what I notice, if I go to the, I know the camera is kind of not lined up properly, I'll do that in a second. If I go to the next frame, you can see here we got this crazy stretching out of the wheels. So that's because I forgot to change the rest position to 0 on the cone twist constraint, right? So I'll go back to that in a moment. But if you look at the metal here, you can see it changing. So there it's breaking, it flexes, and then now at this point it's fixed in place. Okay, so it's not going to break and bend anymore. So we're getting this nice metal effect that is being deformed and is holding its shape. It's not kind of flopping and wobbling around like plastic or something. So let's just quickly fix that. If I come back here to the constraints and in the cone twist constraint, we need to find the rest length and just put that to 0. Okay, so let me I'm just going to grab the camera there. I'm just moving it by eye for the moment, just so we can see, and make it full screen for this. Also, so you can see the geometry a bit better. It's up to you whether you want to. If you press D, go into your display options and go wire over pack geometry, so then you can see a bit better what's going on. Okay, and now let's run another flipbook. I'll do it a bit longer this time. Let's do just up to frame 100. Let's take a look at that. There we go. So let's take a look. So that seems better. We're not getting the wheels kind of popping out all over the place. We're getting a bit of rotation and flex from the wheels. And yeah, again, the door is kind of coming away from the side there. So you can see this big kind of split at the side is because we've got separate constraints for the body and the door, which is cool. And a bit of flex up and down from the wheels. But yeah, all in all, looks like we're going in the right direction.